Hey guys, it's Arx here and welcome back to my channel. I'm back at it again with yet another keyboard review. We do have a lot of keyboards right now, so I'm back for some more. Today we do have a sleek 75 budget keyboard and it's my first time reviewing a keyboard from this vendor. Today let's take a look and listen at the new Blade 75 by Mechlands. But first, a quick message from today's video sponsor, PCBWay. PCBWay is your one-stop shop for all your PCB prototyping needs, and let me tell you that they do offer a lot from basic PCBs all the way to advanced and complex PCBs for your project. Now, they even offer CNC machining, which I tried before, and here's the finished product. All you have to do is upload your file, wait for a code, and you're good to go. Check out PCBWay.com, links in the description. Also, a quick disclaimer that the board was sent by Mechlands for a review, but I wasn't paid to make the video. And of course, I give you guys my honest and unbiased opinion about the Blade 75. Now, I'll place all of their links on my description down below. So what is the Blade 75? This is a pre-built budget keyboard from Mechlands and it's an all-aluminum board with a typical gasket mount and a tri-mode PCB and the crowd favorite, the volume knob. Basically, it's the straightforward 75% that we are all familiar with. Now for the pricing, it starts only at $99 on their website. Tax and shipping is not included. Let's go ahead and unbox the board. The box here was actually quite nice. I appreciate the box art and kudos if this was made by an artist, as I love the graffiti style. Now opening it up, we are greeted with the manual. Now I highly suggest to read the manual as it will help you out set up the board faster. Now we do have the usual in the box, the USB cable, switch and keycap puller, and some extra switches. Now let's take a closer look at the board itself. Now we have here the black and green colorway, and as per Mechlands, they are using a spray painted finish to ensure a smooth and refined texture. So let's take a closer look at the finishing treatment. Now right off the bat, holding it, I would say it's more on that matte rough texture first, then smooth when holding. I also noticed it has some glitter effect to it, which is a nice touch to the board. Now personally, I am not a fan of matte finish boards, but I would say the finishing on these is very polished for a $99 board. Now onto the design aspect. Bezels on the board are very thick from the sides, top and bottom. Now the volume knob is located at the far right as usual, and it also has a nice feel to it when turning and clicking. At the top would be the USB port, and besides it would be the toggle for the 2.4 GHz or the Bluetooth connection. And on the far left houses the dongle. Now personally, I am not a fan of this looks. Makes the top of the board a bit messy in my opinion, but let's be honest, you won't see this when using the board. Now flipping the board over, at the back we have this massive Mechlands branding on like a mirror weight finish. Now I haven't removed the plastic yet because I tend to scratch boards like these, so let's keep it sealed. Now for me, it looks tacky with how massive it is, so they might need to work on their branding placement, so have it placed somewhere else or like a subtle placement on the brand. Now for the pre-built option, this is where the Blade 75 kinda shines. The keycaps on these are so nice, like from the texture alone, it has the GMK finish to it where you can feel the roughness on the keycaps, though the fonts or the legends can be improved because it's not that crisp and I can see some bleeding, but when looking at it directly you wouldn't really notice. Also the colors on these are nice. The alphas are gray while the mods are black and the accent would be the vibrant green. Now for the stock switches, Mechlands is calling this the Verdant linear switch. It has a 42-gram actuation and a 50-gram bottom out force. Now they didn't mention or specify the materials here, but most likely it's the basic nylon top or PC top nylon bottom housing palm stem. The switches are decent in my opinion. It's not too light with its actuation, and the pre-factory lube was okay out of the box. And I think that's about it for the Blade 75. It's a pretty much straightforward 75%. Let's now hear the sound test or what the board sounds like. I'll be using the stock switches and we'll be comparing it with a case foam versus no case foam, and throw in another linear and a tactile switch for a bit of a sound comparison. Now before the sound test, please do remember the sound and experience that will always vary on how or depending on how you will build your keyboard. So please do enjoy the sound test on the new Blade 75 by Mechlands. And that was the sound test on the Blade 75. Please do let me know and what you think about them on the comment section down below. Let's have some quick discussions, and also thank you for staying. Let's now talk about my overall thoughts on the Blade 75. Overall, out of the box, for what it's worth, the board is pretty decent in my opinion. The build quality is there, the board feels really hefty, and the addition on the mirror back weight was a nice touch. The pre-built keycaps is really high quality in my opinion, and the switches feels good out of the box. The gasket feels good, it's very balanced, it's not too bouncy yet not too stiff when typing, and has a nice give all throughout. Now for the sound, it does have that foamy sound with the foams, and without the foams still sounds decent, although I didn't hear any hollow. I did hear some slight pinging, but not too bothersome. Now the Blade 75, it feels like a premium yet budget pre-built keyboard, but quite missing some of the known features that are out now for the price point. Like the quick assembly, I think all boards that are coming out right now has this feature, and of course the lack of the QMK or Vega compatibility. Again, their third-party software is a bit of a pain to navigate for beginners and even for seasoned enthusiasts. Now I do suggest to break down what you need on the 75% and base it on your own preference. The board is good, but I can say that we do have other options in this price point. Now I can see that Mechlands has a potential if ever they will build a board from the ground up, and I do hope they continue to improve. And that is it for the video, guys. I hope you all find the review on the Blade 75 helpful. If you do, please don't forget to like the video. You can share if you want, and of course subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys on the next review. Peace.